Hi, this is Ethan.Tapper, the Chittenden County Forester. So I'm making this video to let you know about some forest management work we have planned at the Andrews Community Forest in Richmond and let you know some opportunities to learn more about it. So the work that we're proposing at the Andrews Community Forest is in line with the property's management plan, which was approved by the Richmond Select Board and developed with this big comprehensive public process back in 2018. And then the forest management plan, which I wrote with the Richmond Town Forest Committee and was adopted in 2019, which provided some more detail about how we want to manage forests and other ecosystems at the Andrews Community Forest. The work is scheduled to start this fall, probably sometime around September 1st. And you need to know that a big part of this work is providing you with opportunities to learn about what responsible forest management looks like. This is in line with what is called ecological forest management, sometimes called disturbance-based forestry or new forestry. Basically, it's a way of managing the forest actively, so using the cutting of trees in the context of logging to support the health and the growth of complex, diverse forests, and to sort of manage forests like they manage themselves. In some cases, forests have here and elsewhere in the country been managed basically as a commodity. And what we want to do is not do that. We want to manage them as these incredibly robust, complex ecosystems that are providing local renewable resources like wood, but then are also providing wildlife habitat, ecosystem services like clean air and clean water, carbon sequestration and storage, pollinator habitat, and stuff like that. And the best way that we can do that is to look to how forests manage themselves. Look to the way that old growth forests work. Look to how these sort of natural forest growth and development patterns naturally play out in undisturbed forested ecosystems. A big part of the work that we're doing is also going to be trying to drive Vermont's relatively young forests to be more like old growth forests and to actually do that actively. So there's a lot of exciting parts of this project. It will, like I said, it will begin probably around the 1st of September 2020. It'll proceed through the fall, probably take a break around November when the ground conditions get really wet, and then proceed again winter 2020-2021, stopping probably around March 2021. And we have some protections in place to protect bird breeding season, so we're not doing any work between April 1st and August 1st on the Andrews Community Forest. But then I expect that on August 1st, 2021, we'll be back to finish it up. So we're probably talking about a total of 6 or 8 months of time. And throughout this time, I want to provide you with a lot of opportunities to engage with this work. And so, at least in the short term, we can't do that in the context that I've done it in the past. So big public walks and stuff like that are not safe right now. And so I've been working with the Richmond Town Forest Committee to try and figure out some sort of more creative ways to engage. So the first of these is going to be happening a week from Thursday as I'm recording this, so that'll be on July 23rd. We're going to have a public event focusing on ecological forestry and the work that we're doing at Andrews. And so this will be an opportunity for you to come, be a little bit educated about sort of the way we're thinking about this work, and have a chance to ask me and the committee questions about the plan and how it's going to affect your usage of the Andrews Community Forest and stuff like that. We'll also have a question and answer session at the Richmond Town Forest Committee's normal meeting on August 24th. And so I will just be there and we can talk about the work and talk about how it's proceeding and what the timeline is, if the timeline's been updated, and answer any questions that you have about it. You can learn how to participate in both of these events if you stay tuned to Richmond Front Porch Forum. You can email me at Ethan.Tapper@vermont.gov, and that's the word Vermont spelled out. And you can also get on my mailing list, and so I'll be sending out periodic updates about these things. And you can get the link and learn how to participate in these virtual events. The other thing I'm going to be doing is creating a PDF map of the area that I've marked And so for the next month before the loggers are out there, once the loggers are out there, you're not going to be able to walk around the whole area because it won't be safe. But for the next month until the loggers get started, I'll create a PDF map, which will be on the Richmond Town Forest Committee's page on the Richmond Town website, which I'll provide a link to. You can take this PDF map and you can put it in this app called AVENZA. That's AVENZA. And it will show you where you are on the map. So you can go and explore the area that I've marked, look at the marking that I've done. If you have questions about it, you can contact me and ask me, why did you mark it that way? What's your plan? What are you trying to do? And sort of explore that way, see where the trails are going to go. And I'll also mark out any other points of interest that you can check out. I'll also be providing on my YouTube channel, and you can find that by just searching for Chittenden County Forester on YouTube. Every couple of weeks I'll be providing updates, more information about the job in the form of short videos on the YouTube channel that you can just check out and watch. And again, you can stay apprised of those by getting on my mailing list, which you can do just by sending me an email. We're also in the course of the harvesting setting up some stuff that's going to make it, I think, more interesting and educational going forward. So if you've checked out the forest management plan for the Andrews Community Forest, which you can also find on the Richmond Town Forest Committee's page of the Richmond Town website, you can see that the forest has been divided into 3 different zones. So this is, I think, an innovative approach. It's not one we invented. It's one that I think was invented for some of these large pieces of public land out west. It's also in use at the Heinsberg Town Forest. And the idea of these zones is that different areas being managed in different ways, including areas that are unmanaged, have different values to wildlife, to people, to the natural goods and services that forests provide that benefit us. And so about 1/3 of the property is in each of these 3 zones. We're working in Zone 2, which is a zone that we're going to manage, but manage lightly. In addition to that, we'll also be designating about 20% of each area that we manage as a control. So in the scientific context, this just means that we're going to be treating some areas, and these areas will be very similar to the areas we're treating, but we're just not going to treat them. And so going forward, it will provide you with a reference so you can go into the areas that we've worked in, go into the areas that we didn't work in, and sort of compare and contrast and see how they're different. In addition to that, we'll also be putting in photo posts. So photo posts are just areas where you can put a phone or a camera and take a picture periodically over time. The hope is that we can do this both before, during, and then for a long time after the work. And so you'll be able to see displayed visually the ways in which the forest has changed over time and how it continues to develop in response to the forest management work that we're doing. So with all those opportunities to learn and engage, please also let me know, or let the Richmond Town Forest Committee know, if you have other ideas about how to engage people, how to better present opportunities to network with you, to answer your questions, and to hear your feedback. You can reach out to the Richmond Town Forest Committee at richmondtownforest@gmail.com, or again to me. And please stay tuned for all the different opportunities that you're going to have to learn about this work that I think is really exciting.